Okay. Hi, this is Ice with the Three. Currently, it is April the 22nd or the 21st. What day is it? It's the 21st, April the 21st. Anyway, 2026. So I said, I said I was done with the astrology. I'm not. It is what it is. Apparently, it looks like Twitter Well, I'm not. I didn't get an email saying that my account was reinstated. It's just that I can access my tweets now for some reason. Anyway, who knows? Maybe. Uh, anyway, I'm not even gonna say that. So I guess I'm gonna just tell an embarrassing story. Because like I said, when I said I quit astrology or whatever, I ended up, I guess, having a fight with a fishbowl and getting this mark on my forehead right here. So I'm gonna go down a few embarrassing stories or whatever. So yesterday, on the 20th, 2026, March, I mean April, I went to a local store and this is my first time trying to buy some makeup. When I tell you, anyway, here's the story. So I go to the local store and I'm looking around trying to find like how do you tell which what will match what or whatever, because I'm trying to get rid of this little mark right here, or hide this little mark right here, and this little hairline right here too, and right here too. And so then this side is, I think, is okay, right? Whatever. It's like I consider like a band-aid. I'm not gonna go crazy and just start doing freaking a whole damn facial. Anyway, nah, I left the facial comment because it's like, yeah, if you don't know, my last career job or whatever, I was working at a cell phone company, a retail Verizon, not corporate. And so, pause for a second. And so I was apparently fired on my like third day working there, because apparently a girl, she filed a false sexual harassment claim against me. I'm like, bitch, you're not my type, trust me. But anyway, it's like Meg from doggone Family Guy, worse. Anyway, point. So I applied for the job. I interviewed for the job, and the man, he tells me that I'm hired, and I was going to be there. That I was going to be hired. I mean, my first day was supposed to be on a specific day. Anyway, so apparently on the day that I was supposed to have came in that day, he texted me and said, "Don't come in this day." I'm like, "Oh, okay." The next day came, "Don't come in that day." So apparently he he transferred this female to my position at the location I was supposed to start. And so a week passed, and then so I was like, "Am I going to get hired?" No, I denied. I mean, there was another job I could have had, but I let it go because you said I had this job. And he was like, "Oh, okay, well, come on in." And so came there, and apparently this girl's inside of my spot or whatever. And so I worked with her one day or whatever. And I think on the first day I worked with her or whatever, we were just talking or whatever. And so she had a cucumber inside of her makeup bag. I'm like, that's weird. Who keeps a cucumber inside a makeup bag? And she was like, well, this is a healthy snack. I'm saying you're not worried about the chemicals inside of the bag, because I mean these are, I believe, chemicals or whatever. Maybe whatever. And she's like, no. And so I was like, okay, whatever. And then so later on inside that, I said, well, cut me out, slice me up two cucumbers for my facial or whatever. Not thinking anything sexual. So the next day comes, we work together, and we're just talking to each other. She's talking about her. She has a stalker ex like that. I'm like, okay, well, you need to get you a gun. And she said that she was gonna get her a cig or something like that. I'm like, get you a Glock. But anyway, so and I showed her. I had some self defense pens. Let me pause for a second, see if I can find them. Pause. But yeah, so I told her to keep her either some self defense pens on her like this, and you can just, I keep two up. I used to keep two on me whenever I was at a job or whatever. Um, if I didn't keep my pistol on me, and either keep those on you or keep you some kind of knife on you. This is a Benchmade Infidel, and this is my Benchmade Fact. Ooh, so and some pepper spray. That's what I always kept on me, or my pistol. And so I told her but she should be fine. But so apparently well, anyway, because I'm not, she's anyway, but anyway, so she said, so I told her I had a pistol. I had a Glock 17 at the time. I mean, well, I still had a Glock 17, but still, she said, so you keep your pistol on? Can I see it? And I was like, well, I pawned my Glock 17, so I don't have it on me now, but I usually keep it on me or on my car or whatever. And so she was like, dang, okay, oh well. And apparently, I guess she was trying to get me to bring my pistol inside of the building, in my opinion. Anyway, so I leave or whatever. So the next day, I get a phone call from HR, and they're like, did you, we heard that you said something about a cucumber. I'm like, yeah, I said that it was weird for people to keep a cucumber inside a makeup bag. Well, this person said that they consider that sexual harassment. I'm like, what? She said, she said, did you say anything else that could be considered sexual? I said, well, I asked her for 2 slices of cucumber for a facial. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, look, can we have a meeting? And so the HR person, they bust out laughing when I said the facial comment, by the way. And so they said, I think there was a misunderstanding. So yeah, we're going to request a meeting. That meeting, it took a long time to come. And then the man, every time I tried to, and the man tried to bar me from coming in to work. So anyway, when the meeting finally came, I snapped on both of them. And that was just that. Anyway, and then see, because I did not find out that he had hired her or put her into my place until months later when I finally got the schedule. And so yeah, that was a whole debacle. Anyway, so that was the end of my Verizon career or whatever. And it wasn't my fault. I mean, I keep on running into situations that are just crazy, insane. So my first time buying makeup yesterday. Pause. Okay, so I go to the store. And I asked this girl, she knows who she is. She sometimes watches my videos. I was like, can you help me like find the correct palette or whatever? And she picked this one. And so I was like, but that shit's expensive. It was like $7. She was like, well, she said, I don't know what to tell you. Like that's how much makeup is. I'm like, what about this one? And I pointed to some damn, I guess it was eyeshadow. I didn't know. So she was like, you can use that. But whenever tell me the next time you upload tell me the next time you're gonna upload your next video. I want to see this shit. I'm like, okay. The stuff was like, what's $2? I'm like, what about this? And she's like, yeah, yeah. I want to watch your next video. And so she had got a customer, so she had to walk away. She's like, but please, she turned around, she looked at me, she's like, please, tell me next time you're gonna upload your next video. And so I pick up the $2, I guess it's eyeshadow or whatever. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I'm probably gonna get this. I don't really give a shit. I'm gonna use this like a Band-Aid or something like that. Because I don't really care. And so I'm looking down at the shit, at the makeup, and like I look up and my dad is standing right there. And I'm like, understand that my dad, he's the type of person, he don't smile that much. If ever, when he's at home, when he's at work, he's smiling and stuff like that. But when he's at home, he doesn't smile. And also, my dad, when we're inside the store, or whatever, he never comes up to me and says anything or something like that. Out of all the days, he picked this one day to pop up and say, hey. And I'm like, I didn't hear a word he said. Because I'm like, am I dreaming? I'm holding a damn thing of makeup inside of my hand, and I didn't have an excuse ready for this shit. didn't have nothing. I was like a blank canvas. I'm like, and so apparently he said to me, I don't need your help cutting some grass or whatever later on this evening, and then also some help outside the garden. And he put $5 out of my hand. And I'm like, uh-huh. I'm looking down and see he had a slight smirk on his face. My dad is not. He doesn't smile. And so this shit had to be fucking funny as fuck for him to be able to just smirk a little bit like. And I'm like, the only other time I've seen like this kind of reaction from my dad was one time I had got drunk as shit one night. Just, the camera angle right now is probably like a little bit different because the last video I made I did a drunk ramble about Donald Trump and his new executive order he signed in regards to psychedelics or whatever. And so I kicked over my stuff by mistake. And so I said I was going to change things up to make things a little bit more stable inside here. So anyway, the story about my dad. So, well, about me really. So a while ago, a long time ago, I got fucking stupid drunk. So drunk that I blacked out. All I know is that I woke up and like all I heard was like some pornos playing full blast in my living room. And I'm like, see, I have a stereo system, but I never use it. And so apparently I got so fucking drunk that I sat up and had some pornos playing, like a long list of pornos playing. And the volume was at 100. And the house was shaking. And so I sat up and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if somebody came inside my house and turned the shit on and turned the shit up because I was so fucking drunk and they was like, they was gonna fuck with me. I don't know. And I don't know how the fuck I didn't wake up out of my sleep because this shit was playing so fucking loud. But anyway, so I wake up, I run to my TV and turn it off. And so I later on inside the day, I go out the house or whatever. I'm walking and I see my dad and he's looking at me, he's like, hey, he said, so you had a fun time last night, didn't you? I'm like, I said, that's the only other time I've seen this fucking reaction out of my dad. And mind you, so later on that day, I walked to the mailbox, and so the neighbors, they made it their damn business to catch me at the mailbox and say, hey, how you doing? I'm like, so I see my dad in the makeup aisle, and he's up and talking to me. Put $5 outside my hand and whatever, and I'm just like, I couldn't say shit. I couldn't fathom an excuse. I got plenty of excuses now, but I wasn't. That was the last thing on earth that I expected to happen at that point in time. So anyway, so I'm still inside the makeup aisle. I'm still trying to find like a something cheaper than $7 fucking. And so I put that eye makeup back or whatever, or the whatever I don't know if it was eyeshadow or what, I don't know. So I put it back up. I'm like, okay, well, I might change my mind. I might not buy anything. So I said, so I go around the store. I walk around the store to pretend like I'm buying something else, but it's just to make sure my fucking dad was at the fucking store. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here? He never says anything to me. And out of all the days, that day he popped up and like, hey. I'm like, what now? And so I look out. I go out the door. I look out there. No, I didn't leave the store because I mean it's kind of suspicious to even anyway. Yeah, I'm just my mind is going at 1 billion miles an hour. Like, so I look out the door. He's gone, and so the girl she's still ringing up customers or whatever. And so I walk back over to the makeup aisle. And let's see here. So I see this other container. I think it's like it's about the same price, but it's like a bigger jar, I think, right? So I'm like, maybe if I want to spend $7 or something or some money on something like that, I want it to last a long time. So the things, it's like it's already open anyway. So I open it a little bit, and it's like it's already open and stuff like that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna put like squirt a little bit on my own on the CC if it matches my skin tone or whatever. trying to do the other girl did or whatever. I squeeze this thing, that shit sprays everywhere. I'm like, it's not even my, it's like, out, it's not my skin tone. The shit's like I'm white, okay, Caucasian. So I got a fucking whole damn streak of goddamn shit all over my fucking arm. And as soon as I did it, the shit slipped out of my fucking hand and fell under the counter. I'm like, ah. And so I'm gonna put this like I'm in shock. I'm like, and next thing you know, a white man in a red shirt. He walks by with his hand buggy. He looks at me with this damn shit on my fucking arm. It's just rolling down arm. He looks at the shit. He looks at me. He was like, okay. And he walks on off. I'm like, ah, why? Why? And so I'm like, you know what? Just get yourself back together. Okay, so I try to run to the bathroom, right? There's no tissue. I look for some paper towels or whatever. There's no paper towels. So I'm there just stuck with this shit on my fucking arm. And so I'm like so I get to the cash register and I'm like, a friend, and she's like, are you okay? I heard you scream over there a little bit. I said, no, I'm not okay. I am not okay. And she was like, can I get some tissue, please? Some napkin, please. And the dude, he's at the cash register. The white dude who saw me, he was like, everything's gonna be okay. I said, no, it's not. It's not gonna be okay. He said, this happens to everybody. I said, no, not this. Not this. He's like, it's fine. It's fine. Calm down. I'm like, no. And so she finally no, before she hands me the damn paper towels or whatever, she's like, so she's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. She's bust out laughing. And so she gave me the paper towels, and I was just scrubbing the shit off my arm, and it wouldn't come off. It wouldn't come off. So with a white arm, a half white, half black arm, half Caucasian, half black. I don't know. So what happened next? So I'm like, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I got my food, and I grabbed this shit as quick as I could. And I said, I'm out. And so there was this lady behind me. She had a well, okay, so I bought this, and I stood inside the car. I said I was done with that shit. That situation. So so I bought a few of my things, and I put it inside the car. Came back inside to get something else. And so I ended up behind this lady who had a dog. And so the dog looked at me, and I looked at him, and or her, I think it was him, and it walked up to me, and I just petted or whatever. And she looked at me like weird, and so she just walked off or whatever, and I ended up buying my stuff, and so I walk outside, and she was just waiting on me. She was like, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. This dog doesn't really she's sweet, but she don't really pet anybody for her. I mean, people are usually scared of her, and it's kind of weird that you ended up petting her or whatever. I was like, yeah. And she said something like, that was her, she said she had issues or whatever, anxiety and stuff like that. And so I told her about Jennifer Boozer and Cannabama and how CBD and marijuana could help with anxiety and opioid situations and stuff like that too. Because I think she had said she had a injury, a spinal injury, something like that. And so she said she had to take these opioids. And I was like, well, I showed her a video in regards to Jennifer Boozer and Cannabama. I think the video that I told her about was the 5 or something like that, the Alabama 5 or something like that. Let me see if I can find it real quick and pause. Okay, so the video is called. It only has 15 views. Wow, but the YouTube channel is called Josh Knoll, Gulf Coast Financial Advisors, and the video is called "Focus on the Five." Jennifer Boozer of Canabama. Here's the video. So let me pause for another second. Okay, so in that video, Jennifer Boozer, she talks about her basically her in the past being prescribed opioid medicines and becoming addicted to them, and she needed those that opioid medicine to deal with back pain because she had some kind of spinal injury. Also, she had crippling PMS or whatever, and CBD and hemp products and marijuana products help with that as well. Also, it helped her with anxiety, depression, and etc. It helped with the multiple problems. Now, personally for me, it helped me with my depression. I not know. I mean, I knew I had depression, but it's that when I had depression or whatever, you don't. It's like you don't want to get out of it. It's like you don't see any hope at all. You don't. And so yeah. And also, I think Jennifer Boozer, she said that she was at a point suicidal. She said living was just painful. And so, yeah. Pause a second. Okay. So all the problems. So the lady that I was talking to, she had the same exact problems that Jennifer Boozer, she said that she had before she started using CBD oils and cannabis and hemp products and stuff like that. Anyway, so I told her to watch that video, and hopefully she did, and hopefully that'll lead her to some kind of relief into her problems. Let's see here. What was I talking about? Was I talking about the makeup situation or the Oh, okay, yeah. I was talking about the lady that I met at Dollar General. So yeah, so it was just weird that on that day in the sky transit Mercury conjoined transit Saturn and Mars inside the sky, and I thought that something should have came up with Epstein or whatever. But I don't think anything did. I think the only thing that came out was that Cashtel was going to sue some news company. It might be the Atlantic. I don't know. Anyway, hold on. I'm gonna go crazy and only have one beer this time. The last time I was making a video, I had like 3 beers, and I woke up to everything toppled over. I don't know what happened that night. I drank 1 beer. My ass was crying. 2 beers, 3 out. Anyway, so that was the first time I ever purchased some makeup or whatever. Is that the end of the story? Is that the end of the story? Did something else happen? No, I think that's it. I ran into my dad. The girl, she was like, "Look, please, tell me the next time you're gonna upload your next video or whatever." So let's see. Let me see. I want to tell one more embarrassing story, and then I'm done. And I'll probably try to put some on camera or something like that. I was gonna put a little dab or whatever. I'm not trying to be no damn body, but anyway, so the last time something like this happened in my life, where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do something different, something fun, something spontaneous. So all the way back when I went on my 21st birthday, that was what 2011, right? Yeah, I was working at a truck stop. So in 2011, on my birthday, April 26th, I said I was gonna buy my first adult toy. And so there's this store called Love Stuff. And so I said I always wanted to go. I was always too scared to go. So I said on my 21st birthday I was gonna go. So I pulled into the parking lot. And so I'm just hyping myself up. I'm like, I'm gonna finally do it. I'm gonna finally do it. My ass get out the car. I start walking towards the Love Stuff store. And guess who I see? My fucking boss. And her daughter, her little daughter. Hi, Chris. I'm like, hi, Spooky. I'm like, what are you doing here? I'm like, I never see your ass anywhere, anytime, any day, I mean, anywhere. Why now? Why now? Of all the times and places. And so I'm like, oh, I just came here to get a pizza. Or some Chinese food. I was trying to decide. Oh, okay, well. And her little daughter talking to me. And I'm like, I didn't hear a word that they said. I'm like, yeah. I'm sure gonna enjoy me some pizza tonight on my day off. And so I go buy pizza because I planned for this day. I got my check, but I also saved like another like $100 because I was like I was planning this day for a while. And so I think you can go inside at probably 8. I don't know. I'm not coming from that place. But I was like, on my 21st birthday, I said that's what I want to do. And so bought a pizza. I had like probably like $300 on me or something like that. And so I was ready for like any kind of obstacle they could pop up. But I'm like I wasn't ready for that shit. for me to be going to this damn place and it's an adult toy store and my boss popping up. That's fucking fucked up. But anyway, so it's funny. Anyway, so I'm sitting inside of the pizza place or whatever, and they're making me a pizza because I'm like you know what, fuck it. I gotta set up and like have some kind of excuse for this shit. So they leave, and so I finally just basically run my ass into love stuff. And so I get in there. And so I'm looking around, and there's a back room. And so I try to go to the back room. They're like, you gotta show me ID first. I'm like, well, I gotta show you my ID. They said we gotta verify your age. I'm like, oh, here you go. And then, okay, then I was like, okay, you're fine. And so I go inside the back, and I'm just seeing all these adult toys. I'm like, oh my god. I said I was gonna buy one. I said I was gonna buy two things because I'll probably never do this again. But yeah, and so I ended up buying two things or whatever and leaving. Only thing I ever even really used, but I just wanted to go there. Well, yeah. Anyway, not your business. But so that's crazy. And then like it's like a year later, I end up running into another situation. But anyway. That was similar to that, but anyway, I always wanted to run into situations that I'm like not situations. So I stay my ass at the house, and that was before I think I had a bank account, so I couldn't like order stuff off of Amazon. When Amazon came into place, like I was like, okay. I think the last time I only ever ordered one adult toy off of Amazon. No, maybe two. And then recently, I ordered the adult toy because on I think December 2025 because it wasn't even to do anything with this. It was because I was pissed off about this whole astrology thing, and like yeah. And kind of find out the damn I ended up buying 3 adult toys, and not knowing their size. I was just pissed off. Now I just spent the money because I was like, I was one. My phones ran out of storage, and so I was like, I got to keep a record of all my videos because you saw what happened with Twitter. I knew some shit was like it was going to happen. With my Twitter account getting suspended or terminated or whatever, and then apparently it might be back now. I don't know. All I know is that I saw that I had. It seems like I regained access to my account, and I asked for an archive of all my tweets so I can just download them and have them. And I might even eventually delete my Twitter account. I don't really give it. When you fuck me over once, it's like I lose all interest. So, but anyway, my point. I was talking about these adult toys. So I did not look at the sizes of these adult toys. I did not know that this shit was gonna be like this small. This small. My finger's bigger than this shit. That's one. That's the smallest one. The second one, yeah, that's the size of my finger too, right? Yeah. And then this one, if I can get it, I hope it don't fall out the damn fucking bag. And apparently, this is the same size or girth, right, as Bill Clinton. Let me get that article real quick. Pause a second. Okay, so the article is called "The Presidential Penis: A Short History." It was posted on March 4th, 2016. Okay, so and apparently they tell you all about Bill Clinton's anatomy. So the article goes like this: thanks to various sex scandals, we have detailed descriptions of Bill Clinton's penis. Descriptions, that means plural. According to Robert Bennett, Clinton's lawyer in the Paula Jones case, in terms of size, shape, direction, whatever the devious mind wants to concoct, the president is a normal man. There are no blemishes. There are no moles. There are no growths. The Independent offered a more prosaic account. His erect penis is about 5 inches long, has a circumference of a quarter, and heads off at an angle, presumably rather like a finger bent at the joint. So, I've been saying this joke for a long time. But here's a quarter, right? I wonder if I can get this in a better light. Jesus Christ, what the hell? Is this upside down? It is upside down. Okay. The Salt River Bay quarter. Okay. So, oh no, so this is 5 quarters. And so this is the adult toy that I ended up buying, not knowing that it was the same dimensions. Oh shit. As Bill Clinton, reportedly. Trying to get I'm not gonna take it out of the bag. I mean, I should since I'm trying to get banned off YouTube, but this is a quarter. So there you go. It's like everything I'm doing, it all pretty much ties in together with my YouTube channel. Anyway, let me see if there's anything else I want to say inside this video or whatever. I forgot my entire point of was in regards to that. Oh, I was talking about the adult toys or whatever, and yeah, my whole situation. Let me pause a second. I guess I wanted to add to that pretty much, I think Marco Rubio, he was one who started the conversation in regards to Donald Trump having small hands. It is funny that Marco Rubio now is like Donald Trump's like second hand man in command, basically. You see Marco Rubio beside Donald Trump more than JD Vance. Anyway. Pause. I mean, how many jobs does he have now? Like about 20? Anyway. Let's see that. Where do I want to end it? Or is there anything else I want to add to this video or whatever? Of my embarrassing stories. I mean, I do need to say this though. Like, I've been said I'm far from perfect. I've said so much the degenerate. Jesus Christ. And should I practice this word off camera? Degenerative commentary on Astro Seek. I said so much fucked up shit that anyway, I'm far from perfect. Never claim to be, never want to be. It is what it is. Let me see here. Let me pause for a second. See, is there anything else I want to add? Oh, I do want to add this. Fuck Dan Patrick and fuck Andy Witt of Alabama. Pause. Okay, so I said I was going to put some of his makeup on or whatever to see how it plays out. I've tried this already. So I think the girl, she told me because when this shit sprayed, when the other container, It was different from this because it was a squeeze bottle. She said, make sure you don't squeeze this shit all over your damn fucking self. Just a little dab on your arm. I don't know shit about this makeup shit. I don't really care. I'm not trying to be no goddamn makeup whatever. So she said squeeze a little bit. She said she wanted to see me on camera doing this shit. So excuse me. Oh, okay. Let me see here. So I was trying to cover this up and this up because I was gonna use like a band-aid. See how it looks on camera? Because I don't really care about this shit. Oh, okay. And it does make stuff disappear. And see, this camera is not super HD or whatever. This is just a front facing camera, so it does blend in pretty well. But I was gonna try to use this like as like a band-aid or something like that. So, say my ass gonna be looking patches here if I use the other stuff. Now, if I really didn't, well, if I cared more, I would probably buy some other products or whatever. But it's this is like a band-aid or whatever to cover up or to make things less visible. Because I know like in the future, these marks on my skin is gonna clear up, and it'll be just nice just to have like for me not to be reminded of like all these doggone scars. So let's see here. My ass gonna be looking patchy as hell. It can make things disappear. I do not care about this shit. With this low quality camera or whatever. Well, I'm not saying it's low quality, but low and this is only at an HD or whatever. It makes things less noticeable. And like I said, the only reason why I bought this was because I got a lump. I got hit by a freaking fishbowl. Me and the fishbowl got into a fight, and I was like, you know what? I wonder what these other celebrities use when they when they get into a fight with their appliances. And I'm putting this shit on crazy, and I don't really give a fuck. Just trying to see it. So yeah, it does cause. My ass probably look like a clown for real. Maybe some people are saying that whoever picked that shade or whatever they were right. I don't know shit about this damn shit. I don't really want to know. It's like a band-aid to me. I don't even know. I guess it blended in so damn well you really can't tell. So this is this Dollar. I got it from Dollar General. Yep. Who knows? They might end up sponsoring me. Yeah. And this is the other side I didn't do. So. Yep. I guess that's gonna be it for me. This was for you, cashier, who said that they wanted to see Me with this shit on. Because I don't really give a shit. Let me see if I can think of another embarrassing story that I. Oh no, that's too embarrassing. I can't say that online. I think the most embarrassing thing was getting fired on my third day of working at Verizon, and it was because, in my opinion, somebody wanted to take my job, and in the end, that person they ended up somewhere else. So it is what it is. I think they ended up getting fired because I told HR about themselves or whatever, and it seems like the manager that messed me over and that girl who messed me over, they ended up going somewhere else. Let's see if I can. Yeah, there's like a mark on my nose right here, but I'm not even gonna go deal with that. I'm just gonna try this up and see, like, does heat affect it, or does anything? Yeah, I don't know shit about makeup. Don't really care. It's just really something to cover up like a scar, just in case like there's like this important, like this huge important video that I want to set up and do, and like, oh shit, you can't see it anyway. One of the adult toys came out of the bag. So let me put these over here so they won't be shown. I cannot believe I spent that. I was pissed off and I bought these adult toys. I ended up getting one the exact same dimensions as the reported dimensions of Bill Clinton's anatomy. Go figure. I wasn't even trying to do that. And if you don't know, again, it's 5 quarters in length and 5 quarters in circumference. Anyway, reportedly via that article, not by me, but that's from an article. And apparently there were Bill Clinton has so many sexual scandals that it's like, I believe the articles more than I believe him. Anyway. Let me see if there are any other embarrassing stories I want to tell, whatever. Pause. So yeah, I'm still thinking about that situation where that girl filed a false sexual harassment claim. It's funny. I tried to tell her ways to defend herself from apparently a stalker ex or whatever, telling her to get some pins or whatever. But the thing about it is that being that she's a female, you don't really want a pin like something like this, and you really don't want a knife because you don't want to end up getting close to an attacker. My Benchmade fact. Okay, finally it locked in, and this is it looks like a shank, but for a female, I would recommend like maybe like I don't know what is it, a Ruger? Well, I only used Glock. Glock is all I use. It's all I have. I have a Glock 43X MOS. No. Yeah, a Glock 43X MOS. The thing about it is it's too big for pocket carry for a woman, but she can probably keep it out of her purse or whatever. But you need something smaller than a something in 9mm. But then again, maybe 380. But I prefer 9mm because if we go to war or whatever, 9mm is going to be probably the most common caliber to find. Anyway. I'm always thinking prepper thoughts. I'm always thinking the fuck is on me? Pause. Had a fucking ant on me. Anyway, I'm always thinking like a prepper though. I'm trying to always think like what 10 moves ahead. I think there's a saying, think 5 moves ahead, not behind. In a game of chess, you think 5 moves ahead, not behind. And so I try to think 10 moves ahead because other people are thinking like 5 moves ahead. I want to think 10. But anyway, point. I don't know what point is. Pause. Okay, so I think I was saying, me personally, I keep 2 in a place where I can't have a regular weapon on me. 2 pens, pepper spray, or a knife and pepper spray. A knife and pepper spray, or mace, and my pistol. But I usually keep all that on me. So my 43X MOS in its holster, pepper spray, knife, and a pen because you can write with these. Anyway, I'm trying to see what else. What's like randomly on my mind right now. Because I'm like, I don't really give. I'm so burnt out on the astrology. Like I said, nothing. It seems like nothing happened when transit Mercury conjoined transit Mars and Saturn in the sky so far. I think there was a blow up in regards to Iran. I think Donald Trump, he ended up ordering for them to shoot a hole through the engine of some boat or whatever. Now I think there was some other stuff that came outside the news or whatever, but I don't really care. Oh, I want to also just show this little. Is it? You can barely see that black mark anymore. And then plus, I think I also had a mark on my head right here. Apparently, it's not that patchy with this little mismakeup stuff or whatever. Oop. But this camera's not like super. Oop. What's going on here with the lighting? But this camera's not like a super HD camera. Now I was watching a video in regards to Candace Owens, and her cameras are so in depth that it's like you can see like the makeup on her face, and I'm like, gotta be careful about that. Let's see here. Trying to see if there are any more embarrassing things that I have like in my itinerary. Pause. I do have one very very embarrassing story, but I shouldn't say it because I might end up going viral. But I'll say like this then. The worst time to fart. The worst time to fart is inside of a basketball stadium. Full of people. When it's silent. And the shit just echoes. And I will just leave it at that. I've had so many embarrassing moments in my life. That's probably like the most embarrassing moment. Anyway. Oh god, this just gonna probably go. You know what's funny? I usually just go through YouTube Shorts or whatever. And so I think after I posted that video in regards to me saying something about Donald Trump in his psychedelic executive order or whatever. So I was going through YouTube Shorts, and next thing you know, the song by the Pussycat Dolls called "When I Grow Up." It came. I'm like, what the? I haven't heard this song in a long time. And it goes like, be careful what you wish for, cause you just might get it. You just might get it. You just might get it. I'm like, I already asked Donald Trump for like $13 million and a 13-ounce solid gold medal and this long ass list of shit that I probably will never get. I'm like, look. I want if Donald Trump's watching this shit, I don't want no doggone $13 million contract or whatever. I want $13 million cash, okay? I end up probably having to pay the taxes on that shit and end up with like $6 million or whatever. But anyway, I will take it. And you gotta think about the additional stuff too. You gotta pay the tax on the trucks, the cars, and the computers and all this other stuff, whatever. Anyway, cash, cash, bitch. Because the thing about it is that every boss that I've ever had, besides the one that I met in that parking lot when I bought those on my 21st birthday when I bought that adult toy, those adult toys, I bought two, but they tried to fire, they did fire me and they got fucked over. So being that Donald Trump's like the president of the United States, in my chart, looking at the astrology, whenever somebody tries to fuck me over, they end up getting fucked over harder. And so I would hate, because Donald Trump's catchphrase is "you're fired," and I tend to get fired. However, the person who fires me ends up getting like fucked. So I'm like, I wouldn't risk that for the country. So I'm like, look. If you I don't want the option to get fired. I want $13 million cash. Check, please. Shit. Oh, Steve Jobs. I mean, not Steve Jobs. What is that man's name? Jesus Christ. Pause. Okay, so the man's name is Tim Cook. Look, when I think of Apple, honestly, I think of Steve Jobs and Jony Ive. Steve Jobs is like the front man. Jony Ive is like the sexy voice man, okay? That sexy voice man. I miss Jony Ive. So Tim Cook apparently stepped down, and his replacement is going to be some other guy who deals with hardware. I don't know his name. I forgot his name. I don't really give a shit. Anyway, but it makes you wonder, like, why is I'm gonna say Joni Ives stepping down. Why is Tim Cook stepping down now? I mean, it's funny that he stepped down during all this crazy astrology that's going on inside of the sky right now. And then also transit Uranus is going to enter Gemini on April 26th, which is also my birthday, weirdly enough. So it's like, did Donald Trump tell this man something or something like that? Because I'm like, the astrology shows that something crazy is supposed to be going down like now. And if not now, soon, because tomorrow, today's the 21st of April. Tomorrow's the 22nd of April. Transit for JD Vance. His progressed moon make an aspect to his natal or progressed Mars. And so the last time and that means that a violent, angry event could happen. However, see, with Donald Trump, when his progressed moon made an aspect to his Mars on April the 15th, I believe, 2026, apparently there was around the time that there was the backlash in regards to him making this post in regards to him being depicted as a healer or Jesus. So in regards to the church or whatever. Oh yeah, I want to say this again. What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, fuck Dan Patrick and Andy Wood of Alabama. Dan Patrick of Texas, if you don't know. But anyway, what was my point? Fuck Dan Patrick of Texas. Anyway, so I forgot my point now. I'm just stuck on fuck Dan Patrick, fuck Dan Patrick, fuck. It's a song going on in my head right now. Fuck Dan Patrick, fuck Dan Patrick. Hey, pause a second. Fuck Dan Patrick. Pause. Oh, so I was talking about the astrology. I'm stuck on fuck Dan Patrick. So Donald Trump, where his progressed moon made an aspect to his progressed or natal Mars, I forgot now. But apparently, there was, instead of there being like a violent event or whatever, it seemed like there was the backlash in regards to Donald Trump posting that picture of him being depicted as a healer or Jesus. Anyway, so JD Vance, he will also have a progression to his Mars on April the 22nd, 2026. That's tomorrow. And then days later, on April the 24th, 2026, that's when Usher Vance, she will have a progression to Uranus. She'll be shocked on that day. The last time that she had a progression to her Uranus recently was when Hillary Clinton, she was subpoenaed to testify in front of Congress. So that's that. And Bill Clinton. And that happened on February the 26th and the 27th, 2026. And that was also around the same day that Resident Evil 9 was released. And keep in mind, I told you throughout several videos, like if I told you once, I told you twice. Bitch. That Resident Evil 2 was released on January the 19th, 1998. And Bill Clinton on January 26th, 1998. That's when he claimed to not have had sexual relations with Monica Lewinsky. So these cycles and patterns are repeating again. That's the point. That's all. And the same astrology in regards to Bill Clinton going through the same astrology as the trial in regards to his impeachment happens on June the 13th, 2026. The event in regards to whatever is going, what scandal is going to go down with Bill Clinton is going to happen around that date, June the 13th, 2026. The month of May is going to be crazy in regards to Bill Clinton because he gets bad news, I believe, later on in the month of May. But something's like boiling around like May 4th, 2026 for Bill Clinton. Something begins to boil. And it reaches that crescendo. It reaches the maximum, not the maximum, but some kind of major climax around June the 13th, 2026. And it ends around July the 20th, 2026. And there might be a shocking event that happens around August the 9th, 2026. How for Donald Trump? Donald Trump needs to be very, very careful the entire month of August 2026 because their transit sun will conjoin transit K2 inside the sky. He needs to be careful in regards to his life in general, but also his circle as well, because transit sun will conjoin transit K2 inside the sky on its ascendant, and that's like a loss of a king. So he needs to be very, very careful the entire month of August and September. But yeah, August. So that's the most important thing. Bill Clinton probably will go down. However, Donald Trump needs to be very, very careful the month of August. Around August the 22nd. Well, August 20th, 21st, 22nd. The entire month of August. And I think that's where I'm probably going to end it. But let me sit here and think about a few things, and then I'm going to call it quits. So let me pause for a second. Okay, so yeah, on August 19, 2026 for Donald Trump, the transiting nodes will enter Donald Trump's 12th house. And every time that the transiting nodes entered Donald Trump's 12th house, he had to go into survival mode. Bankruptcies. The last time that Transit K2 conjoined Donald Trump's neighborhood Senate was on March the 8th, 1952. October 18th, 1970. That was a racial discrimination lawsuit. May the 28th, 1989, there was bankruptcies. January 9th, 2008, there was a financial crisis, and Donald Trump sued the banks to survive. He had to fight. And it's going to happen again on August the 19th, 2026, and it's going to happen again on March the 31st, 2045. So that's just a warning. Be careful around the month of August. I do know that some shocking events are going to happen in regards to Bill Clinton around that time. But it may end up being good for Bill Clinton. Anyway, Donald Trump, be careful around the month. Be careful the month of August, especially around August 19th, 2026. So let me see if I can try to end this on a good note. Let me pause for a second. I forgot about this. I made a post on Truth Social. I said, from Trump's astrologer, Ice Pluto 3 to the Clintons, for all have sinned and come short of the. I said Romans 3, 2, 3. Romans chapter 3, verse 23. For all, let me get the Bible verse. Let me put what Bible lit. Pause for a second. Okay, so I think I made this post on April the 14th, 2026. And I said, from Trump's astrologer, Ice Pluto 3 to the Clintons. And I said Romans chapter 3, verse 23. For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But it says right here, for all have sinned and come short of the glory of God. And I made a post. I posted the song "Raising Hell" by Kesha, and I think it goes like, "Oh, if you couldn't tell, we can always find the trouble. We don't need no help." I want to stop singing right now. What the fuck is wrong with my voice? I can't talk right. I can't. Ooh, Kesha, you got that. Ooh, you got the front vocals and you got the back vocals too. And this girl, she's fucking singing the hell out of that song. If you hear the backing vocals, pay attention to that. Not the front vocals, but the back vocals. She's going off in the back. We can always find a trouble. We don't need no help. Singing, oh, if you couldn't tell, well, mama raised me well. But I don't want to go to heaven without raising hell. Kesha, listen to the backing. You can hear the front vocals, but this girl is screaming. She's screaming inside the background. That girl. I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about her, but that girl. And she's at the end of that video, she was like, "Kesha says whatever." Did I fuck up and not get to my point? I think I probably did. So the reason why I posted that True Social post, because my X account is suspended. So on that day, on the 14th of April 2026, so I was helping my grandmother clean her house or whatever, and so I was supposed to have been I was typing on my phone. I got phone saved. I got songs saved on my phone, and so I typed in "raining" or "rain," And so, and see, there's a song called Raining by I think Cascade or Cascada. It's like a techno song or whatever. Tonight. Anyway, so I typed in Raining, and what popped up was Raining, but also Raising Hell. And I was like, I haven't heard Raising Hell in a long time, that song by Kesha. And so I played the song. And then so I was like, I haven't watched that video in a long time. I think it's about her in a Christian themed situation. And keep in mind, Donald Trump, I'm pissed off at Donald Trump and Elon Musk, okay? Because my Twitter account just got suspended or terminated. And I know the astrology shows that something's going down with the Clintons. Whether Trump wants it to happen, whether the Clintons want it to happen or not, it's going to happen. And I'm not saying I'm a prophet. That's just the astrology. It shows that. You can go, if you knew astrology, you can look at it for yourself. It's not that hard. I mean, it is what it is. But so, you know, Donald Trump, he made that post about him being a healer, or you could say looking like Jesus. But anyway, so I type in the song Raining, because that's the song that's in my mind, Raining by Cascade. And so Raising Hell pops up. And I'm like, I click the song, and so I'm like, okay, we can always find the trouble, we don't need no help. Like I said, that girl, the backing vocals. You gotta listen to her backing vocals. And this girl, she's killing that song. Killing it. But then I said, I haven't seen a video for this song for a long time. And so I go, I had to leave the house because my whole life situation is fucked up. I had to come down here and figure out a way to sub and like access the video and watch it. And so I watch it. And so here the video starts off with Kesha walking out of this White House. When you think about a White House, you think about the White House. And so, and Kesha, she's wearing this gold. Her hair is golden. Like when you think about gold hair, you think about Donald Trump. And so she's walking out of the White House, and she's like under so much, like she's under so much stress, and she's like, the fuck. And then it cuts to a scene where she's like, it's like dun, 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 dun. How's it go? Pause. I guess it comes in with her just in his pulpit, and she's up here just touching people and then like and making them just like feel the God, feel like godly, feel full of the Holy Ghost or whatever. And like she just like the picture of Donald Trump touching the man who's sick or whatever, and inside of that picture or whatever. That's kind of like what Kesha's doing. And so it was like the synchronicities are just crazy. And so I watched the full video, and it's about domestic abuse or whatever. However, you can think about Donald Trump being inside of Kesha's place or whatever as this female with this gold hair or whatever, and there's this man who's abusing her, i.e., Bill Clinton, with his regime or whatever. And there's so much stuff that's going down in regards to the politics of the situation, and he's just up trying to kill her or whatever, or trying to, and she's just trying to do the best she can in regards to her situation, and like she keeps getting stifled, and he's trying to choke her out, and she ends up killing him she hit him side of the head with the what you call, and it takes this man out, i.e., like Bill Clinton, if you think about it. And so she had to get rid of the body or whatever. She's like, she had to deal with this whole debacle with her having to deal with this shit of the situation. And so that's kind of what I took from the video. And then she's gonna end the fucking video with this. This is for the misfits of creation. This is your validation. This is our salvation. And I'm like, all the synchronicities of this situation. I'm like, and this is just from me. I'm sober as fuck right now. And well, not right now. I'm of course drinking. I'm of course drinking right now, but it's on that day I was sober. And it's like she was like, here's your validation. Here, you can use this. to get a point across. Anyway, and come to find out, K Michelle is a Pisces. Kesha is a Pisces. And I'm just simple like, but they have malefics on very, 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 very important points in my chart. I think K Michelle has malefics on my ascendant, and Kesha has a malefic on my natal sun. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to piss these people off. I'm just like, the synchronicities, they add up for some reason. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, I hope they don't sue the fuck out of me or try to come pull up on me like, look, this Kesha, bitch. And this K Michelle, bitch. And this is Cardi B, bitch. And this is Tiffany Pollard or New York, bitch. We finna beat your ass, bitch. Like, I'm like, oh no. Look, I'm sorry. I love all y'all music. I love y'all. I love you. Don't kill me. Oh God. But I love K Michelle and I love her music. I don't want to piss her off. I love Kesha. Cardi B, I love her personality. Her music is, I love some of her music, but not all of her music. Who else? Tiffany Pollard. I love Tiffany Pollard. Who hasn't drawn inspiration off of Tiffany Pollard? I'm sorry, but like, I mean, in regards to being a millennial. And if you didn't watch Flavor of Love back in our day, I'm like, I feel bad for you. That was like, yeah, because what's coming up next is gonna be like AI sloth or whatever, and like, there's something in regards to just there's just something gritty about the old, the how things used to be. I'm like, damn, I'm like, I feel fucking old. I feel old. Like, I'm up to look at my grandma watch like these old Western shows. I'm like, we have way better technology than that. You got fucking muzzle loaders and all this other shit or whatever. I'm like, we got fucking AR-15s now. And then we're gonna have our little y'all little spuns are gonna be some doggone having some kind of fucking electronic fucking laser beam destroyer device or whatever. Who knows? Anyway, let me see. That stuff's still covered up, huh? I want wipe the shit off my face and I want to see. So this is with the cover girl shit on my face or whatever. Right? I want to get some Clorox and some fucking water and wipe the shit off and see how it looks. Pause. So again, this is before. Yeah, and I guess after it's coming up. Pause. Oh, so I'm back. I just got like a little fucking rag or a little towel or whatever I got from Dollar General yesterday. And so this is the stuff still on me. So, oh, it's not coming off. That's a little bit more visible. Oh shit! You can tell my ass is drunk as shit right now. Oh shit! I got a little fucking white speck right there. Oh well, I don't really give a shit. So cashier, if you ever watch my shit or whatever, this is for you. Not the white residue. All right. You can tell I'm drunk as shit right now because I'm going completely off. Yeah. So it did cover this up a good little bit or whatever. So get the edges too or whatever. I don't want to wake up to a damn. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Get off. And here's what's on the rag or whatever. Anyway. Um, I'm trying to see, is there anything else I want to say on in this video? I'm just trying to set up and produce a video. I don't really give a shit about the astrology anymore. But I do know that Donald Trump, I've been needing to say this for a while, that Donald Trump needs to be very, very careful the entire month of August, but especially around August the 19th and so on, well, for the rest of the month of August. Because with transit, Sun conjoining transit K side of the sky is a very, very bad, or on your ascendant, it could cause a loss of you. So, anyway. Pause. Okay, so I think that's it for me. This is like one beer, and I'm up to wipe my face off on camera with with Clorox and fucking water and possibly alcohol. I don't know what the fuck I just did. And putting on makeup for the cashier who at my local Dollar General or whatever, who helped me out to pick out some makeup to try to hide this spot, this spot, and this spot. Maybe these two, but I'm up against another zit right there too. And this has always been here. So it is what it is. I don't care, but it's I know inside the future, like I want to like go back and look at videos or whatever, and like be like, okay, well, damn it, that big ass zit right there. Why? Of all the things I said all the most important things or whatever, but the big ass zit is on my face. Anyway, so I think we'll call it quits. Bye for now.